Okay, so tonight we are here at the state capitol, and we're here with my good friend Robin, who's Mrs. Utah, who I think you've seen before in some of our posts. So Robin, we just want you to tell us a little bit about your event tonight and what we're here for.
Well, tonight we're here for the veterans. This is a completely free event for our veterans to show them that we love them, that we support them, and that we're here and want to help them with healing. So we've set up venues around. We have 16 to 18 venues around of different types of healing that they can visit and learn more about ways that they can heal and work on anxiety, depression, and PTSD. And then we will have a beautiful dinner that's completely catered by Texas Roadhouse. Sam's Club has donated dessert and the flowers, and it's just our community has really rallied together. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Foundation gave us a grant to fund the building, and everyone has just come together to make this just such a wonderful event, and I'm excited about it.
Hey, awesome. And introduce us to your keynote speaker.
Yes, so this is Jessica Lynch. Jessica was a POW after 9/11, and we are so grateful for her service, for her example, and for her messages that she shared throughout the United States for our country to help these veterans move on. So we're so lucky to have her.
Thank you. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you for coming.
And then tell us a little bit about your platform and the Wolfpack and what that's all about.
Okay, so my platform is suicide prevention. It's geared mainly towards our teens, but really for everyone. It is a positive life skills course, an emotional intelligence course that helps people be more resilient and kind and learn skills to help them cope better.
Hey, awesome. Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so Jessica, tell us a little bit about your foundation and why you're passionate about it and what that means to you.
Yeah, well, today I'm here with Robin, basically for suicide prevention. It's horrible the numbers that are so high with suicide, especially with veterans' death. I mean, it's high worldwide with everyone, but with veterans, it's especially high. So, yes, we're just going to raise awareness. So when I came back home, I mean, I had a lot of my unit members that sadly wasn't able to kind of function and ended their life in that manner. So it has affected my unit and what we went through with the ambush. And so now to come back home and be able to help Robin and raise awareness, it's kind of everything.
That's great. So one thing I wanted to ask you was about you're helping all these people here who have been through such trauma, trying to help them, mentally get themselves back together. What for you had to go through all that yourself, but on top of that, you had to go through a lot of experiences with the media as well. So not only did you have to get over the experience you went through, it wasn't just regular military stuff, but you were held captive. And on top of that, when you came home, you had a flood of media going on. How did you mentally cope with all the media on top of everything else you had been through?
Yeah, for me though, honestly, it was a lot about the community support that I had kind of surrounding me. I have a wonderful community back home in West Virginia, but also my family, my friends, and I think that is definitely my number one kind of hope that got me through everything. But then, there was a time of that I couldn't handle it all alone, and I did have to seek help. So I did go through therapy, and I was able to work through it, and thankfully I was able to rebound and come out of it stronger than what I went in. And I think that's one of the greatest points was, I was able to...
True inspiration.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are a service and motion team, so we're trying to inspire service for the country, for everybody, kids, family, just anybody who's looking to learn how to serve more in their lives and be more service-oriented people. So you pretty much give the ultimate service for our country. Can you tell us a little bit about what service means to you and what drives you to serve, and what drove you to serve for our country in the first place?
Yeah, well, when I started, I had no intentions of being in the military, to be honest with you. I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher. That was my life's goal. It wasn't until my brother and I was approached in 2001, right after I graduated, and so we were approached by the recruiter, and then from there it was kind of history. We knew that that's what we wanted to do, and it was honestly because of my parents. We wanted to be able to help them financially, so they didn't have to help us through college in that way. So so that's how I got started into the military. But now it's all about what I can do to even if it's to help one person, by telling my story, or the book, or coming out and doing speeches like this. So I think it's wonderful to be able just to speak and give my message, and it's about persevering and having that never give up attitude, and honestly just being out and about and serving in that kind of manner. So anything that I can do.
Do you feel that service helps you get over some of those problems you talked about earlier, where you did need some help in the therapy? Do you feel like if you put it out there that helps you get through that?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, putting out any kind of energy and redirecting it so that my mind is staying away from what I went through. I mean, that's something that I deal with every single day. I wear a brace still on my leg, and so when I get up in the morning and I put that brace on, it's a constant reminder of what I went through. If I can redirect my energy or my focus, whether it's being in the classrooms and teaching and serving in that kind of manner, or just doing whatever I can to take the pain off of what I went through and putting it towards something else.
I think that goes for a lot of people all over, not just through those kind of trials, but any trial. It's such an inspiration to see that, like, you went through I can't even imagine, one of the most ultimate things, and to see that, like, getting out and serving others really can change that in people. Whether you're going through depression or whatever it is, you can really change your life by focusing a little less inward and more outward, and that can help you get through those issues.
I agree completely. Yeah, and that's what today is about. I mean, we're going to talk to, obviously it's focused toward veterans, but I know what Robin's going to say, and what I have to say is going to be kind of geared toward anyone, whether you are going through any kind of troubles, whether it's financial, marriage, relationship in any manner.
It's all relative.
Yeah, absolutely. So just kind of making it a broad message so that it hits anyone, but yet it's something that everyone has either went through or but they will face in the future. So
I mean, suicide affects all kinds of people. It's not just veterans; it's everybody.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what she's trying to.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it may not be you directly, but it could be a family, a student if you're a teacher like me, or or even a classmate. So suicide does affect everyone eventually.
Can I ask you how service has impacted you in your life? Service of any kind.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, I think that's what makes me a better person. It keeps me striving. It keeps my goals set high because there's always something that I'm working toward. And no matter what kind of service, like you're saying, it's something that I always continue to want to do and want to continue to do better with each year. You know, you grow, you get older, you get wiser, so your goals and what you set out to do each year changes, and it's the same with me. So it's something that I'm going to continue doing and continue hoping to inspire along the way of whatever kind of service that I do.
Did you have any regrets going into the military? I know you said it wasn't like what you had intended to do originally, but once you were in there, I mean, how many times did regret cross your mind as you were training? Never once.
No.
Really?
No.
And you said that with such confidence.
Yeah. No, and I don't regret anything that happened. Obviously, I wished for a different outcome. I wish things would have totally ended up in a different way, especially with my comrades. If I could, I would, want them here.
Yeah.
But sadly, that's just not possible. But no, I have no regrets of joining. If I could, I probably would have stayed in once, everything happened with the ambush afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I loved it. I loved what I was doing. I was going to be stationed in Hawaii, so obviously that was a huge, big perk of rejoining and wanting to stay in. But yeah, so absolutely no regrets. I just, if I could, I would, change the outcome of the.
Is there anything specific that you want to say, that you want to tell us about?
No, I think today, we just kind of want to leave it with what the mission is about today. I have a lot of new upcoming projects that I'm working on. But I don't want to go into it because I don't want to take away from what is important about today.
Well, we would love to, at some point
eventually
connect with you on that. And,
yes, so I will definitely be back out here. So
we
can get
great.
together then
Awesome.
and kind of discuss
Cool.
it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us. I know
No
you're
problem.
super busy, so thanks for
no
giving us some
problem.
time.